Nothing's 100%. There's always exceptions, but man, the way the internet and everything is going on, it just and if you're not, know everything on the internet, which most of us don't, just don't give money to anybody who promise you money on the telephone, the internet, or anything. That means they're marketing if they come to you, and some of them even use my name and my likeness and my the image I use on Facebook or YouTube and everything, and say they're going to help you or they know somebody. Well, whether it's that or anything on the internet, you go and Google grants, you go Google free money, and any of those things, man, you just can't trust any of them, and it's not more, even me. And that's why I give complete money back no matter what. That's why I only charge $20 or $5, because I don't want to. These people are charging at least hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands, to save you. And they can't and they won't. And all they'll do, you'll just lose more money. And it's silly, I think, and it hurts me to hear. We got even Let's Go Help members telling us, how they were scammed and whatever, and into tens of thousands of dollars. Now, this is just sinful to me. I don't know what more to say about it. Maybe you don't believe in sins. I'm not sure I do. I just know it's wrong. It's immoral. I don't know morality is a sin or not. That's a religious thing, I say. Just don't give money until you really. No, you can't. And another thing, just see if they're reviewed somewhere, not by fake things, but by like the Better Business Bureau. They're a good thing because that's where people complain. And that's a legitimate organization, probably for about 50 years or 100 years. I have reviews there. And I have people that say I did something wrong, but they're always satisfied. When you sell millions and millions of things, you can't please everybody all the time, and I understand that, but you always get your money back, no matter what. And that's what I pride myself in, particularly in doing commercials, because people would see me for, 2 minutes and then give me money and misunderstand something. And what I have to say in 2 minutes, I'm not going to tell you all the ifs, ands, or buts. And that's what's nice about the internet. I don't have to worry about it anymore, because I'm telling you, you may not get the money. I'm telling you, you may be hard. Yeah, I'm telling you, that it's going to take work, and not what you think it is, and it's not where you think it is, and that's why we all have these silly notions. It's like watching professional football or something on TV. Oh, I could do that, and when you go out there and get your ass kicked, you can't. And it's the same way with something as complicated, getting free money and help. It's not as easy as the hucksters, even me, say so. It's not, as easy as what's in your mind that you think it is, because that ain't reality. And the other thing is, reality is changing every day. New programs are coming. New programs are disappearing, quickly, because they run out of funds and everything. But the help is there. And that's why, to me, what we all have to do is learn to live in a new society that takes, and it's not the internet. The internet came and going to solve all our problems. And don't forget, it's creating as many problems as it's solving. Just like cars. When we first have cars, everybody get a car. Yeah, and then we had traffic jams, people dying 50,000 a year or whatever, and then we learn to use them. And that's what we have to do with Google. Learn to use it. Learn when it's good, when it's not good, when you should use it, when you should not use it. And that's what life is about. See, right now we think it has everything. Yeah, it has, but you try to find that stuff, man. You'll get a billion websites, and all you're going to find, the ones that will find you, are the ones that paid money to Google to find you. So the ones that paid money to Google to find you, they're the ones you're going to find, and they have to pay Google. That means you have to pay them. And there's no shortcut to that. See, and that's why, my work, Let's Go Help is all about, every website does not charge you money. So whether you get the money, you get money or not, is you got to work at it and see and trial and error. And that's why my new motto is call, 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 because you don't just go on the internet look for money. No, you got to get on a phone. That's where the real good stuff is. You call, call, call. You apply, apply, and you fail, fail, fail. And that's what you have to do, to get anything of value. If you're not willing to do that, and a lot of people aren't at the beginning, but then they see, hey, what they thought should work doesn't. It's not working, so they dig deeper. And that's what's fun about trying, because then that makes you dig deeper. About what? If you really need the money. I got my butt kicked. It was good to be true. And then I don't. What is that? It was scammed out of deprivation. Yeah, see, I mean, you get your butt kicked because you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable because you need money and you don't know how to get it, and you're worried and everything like that. And that's why these scammers are on. That's why they know they can make 100 calls and get $2,000 or $3,000. Now that's a nice day's work. And I go, probably a half a day, and they get all that money. They don't have to perform anything because you'll never find them again. So what the hell? I mean, they're all over. That's why even on YouTube here, I mean, I cut out on the what do you say? Not descriptions, comments. Because that's just full of people trying to scam you. And so people who watch this, or I worry they're vulnerable, and then they'll be susceptible to these scammers that watch my video, and then in the discussions will put something about, oh, I've never been so happy when I met so and so, and you should too. And you click on or whatever to so and so, he just wants money and promise you money. And I mean, that's to me a more obvious scam. To me, are legitimate companies that say, oh, you're going to get this money, and they don't. So that's why it is something for you to learn. I mean, and it's something when you start learning it. See, what's cool to me is you start learning the system, how to use it. You could use it for the rest of your life. This is a process and something that is not going away. You're always going to need services and help and money from the world around you. And what's nice about our society, and I think it's going to become more that way, there's going to be more and more ways that the government and nonprofit organizations will provide money and help for you to improve your life. Now, it won't be complete, and we won't turn into Denmark. Actually, I was just reading today that people in Denmark are even more independent. I mean, they think that, well, you become socialist, then you become less independent, and it doesn't, this new data doesn't seem to say that. So, and particularly now that we have so much trouble, particularly now that we have so much, the spread in income is just getting worse, and there's too many people suffering. You go look at you remember Let's Go Help, go over to Guides, Guides, this is on the Facebook, Guides, Guides, and you see the applications for the $1,000 grant. I mean, they just rip your heart out. And that's why these people, I'm telling them, don't give me $20 if you can't pay the rent. I mean, that is, I'll show you free things that get you going. If you go to www.free.letsgo.com and then /free training, up there are free reports. You could start calling the people in those reports for help. Just start calling. Just remember that you're not going to get anything unless you call. The same way to be a friend with somebody, to do anything, you have to be personal. And the people who give out this money, don't forget, it's not their money. So it doesn't matter. And they have a job which is so incredible. Could you imagine, say, hey, I'm going to give you $100,000 a year, and all you have to do is give money to people who need it. Wow! And that's what these bureaucrats do. So they're feeling good, man. They got a great job. They're Santa Claus. Giving money to people. And what you have to do is learn their system. The problem I get, people, we think the world should be a certain way, and it should be the way we want it. We do that even when we have a loved one, right? They should do the things we want them to do. Man, you can't do that. You can't do that to loved ones, and you can't do that to bureaucracy. To me, if you have a loved one, to me, your job as a loved one is to help that loved one do what they want to do, not to do what you want to do what they want to do. Their life is important to them, and for you to help them in their life is to help them do whatever the hell they want to do. And you don't, you can give your opinion, maybe you don't think it's right, but man, the important thing is you help them do it. They don't know it's right either. And the only way you learn if something is right or wrong is by doing it. So your objective is to help somebody do that, and do what they want to do so they can learn, and that's the best way to learn. I found if I ask someone for advice and they tell me what to do, man, but if it's wrong, then I blame them if it's wrong. But if I do it myself, then I learn because, oh shit, I thought this was really good. Now, why did it go wrong? And then you could take it apart if it's something you really want to do. If you're taking somebody else's, when it doesn't work, you won't take it apart. And see, you learn by the fail, fail, fail. And the only way you're going to learn by the fail, 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 if it's your thing that you failed at, not somebody else's thing. That's why people pay tens of thousands of dollars to have these companies. They start them and they fail, and oh shit, I shouldn't have given them the money. Yes, but you have to learn. That's why I think you should just start your own stuff, start stuff with no money, and then fail for that, and then you take it apart and see what new you should do. Not give somebody a whole bunch of money who's going to guarantee you're going to make a millionaire if you follow their instructions. I think that is just bull crap. I'm biased, and I'm sure I'm wrong sometimes, but you don't want to do that. You want to invest in it. It's like telling somebody, it's like an arranged marriage. We don't do that in this country anymore. Oh, you should love this lady. You should love this guy. We're going to fix you up. And that's what buying somebody else's business success is. It's not in your heart. Fuck it. You're not going to learn from its failure. See, the important thing about trying something is learning from failure. If you buy something to try, you're not going to learn. You're going to blame that idiot who sold it to you. And what you have to do is learn from that failure, so you try and you grow. See, you're going to grow the most in life from failure. I mean, Lee, I believe in that. Maybe it's not for everybody. Nothing is for everybody. Oh, we got a little kiss and a hug. Thank you for the tip, guys. That is, boy, that makes me get up in the morning more than anything else. That somebody, just wants to say that quantitatively, that they appreciate what I do. That's what we all want, I think, in life, no matter who you are. I'm very fortunate to have this. I think I'm the luckiest guy in the world to live like this. I can't wait to get up every morning and see how much I could give to you or anybody else with what I know, because you're telling me that what I know is of value. I don't know that, I just know I know it. And to have you give me a hug like that or whatever is just the nicest feeling in the world. I don't need big cars and big houses and something. That's what's neat about getting old. You don't need all that shit. Kids are grown. So it's really trying to help people, and you're telling me I could help you. Well, then I have nothing better to do in my life right now until I die probably than do this, because I know this stuff better than anyone else in the world, I believe. Now, I may be full of hot air and there's somebody come out of the woodwork that's better than me. More power to them, But anything I ever say or sell you, I always give you all your money back no matter what, even if you just need it. I mean, that's what's so nice now. People are stopping their subscriptions, to the Let's Go Help and apologizing. I've never had that in my life, man. That is just a wonderful feeling, and that's why I don't deserve all this. Maybe it's my Catholic guilt. That I don't think I should be getting all this. But whatever it is, it's wonderful, and I appreciate it coming my way. I'm ready any day that it goes away. Any success is like that. What happens one day, the whole world is fickle. The world will do very well without me, I'm sure. and without all of us. And it has to, because we're all going sometime. Right? So the short time we have here, I think it's just to give as hard as we can, give as much as we can to somebody else, because I think that is the most selfish thing to do. That's because it feels so good. If it didn't feel so good, then I wouldn't do it either. I'm a selfish bastard. That's why I love giving. But we have to pay the bills, so do that first. Do that first. So people don't have to take care of you. You've got to figure that out. And I think there's a lot of ways to do that. It's going to take work, just like finding a grant to do something is going to take work. Getting on the right path to something. Maybe it took you 5-10 years to get into this hole you are. Well, it's not going to get over by applying to one website and all that be cured. No, you're going to have to get up every day and work on that sucker. Yeah. But get in the right way to do it, so you're preparing for that future, and you're doing something that you could leverage. You're learning something. That's right. To me, learning this system, whether you use it with me here, whatever, or now, but you'll be need it forever. You want to go back to school? Well, how do you pay for that? You want to get a house? How do you pay for that? You want to start a business? Well, how do you pay for that? But it's more than that. Yeah, healthcare. How do you get healthcare if you can't pay? How do you get legal help if you can't pay? How do you solve a technical problem you can't pay? See, all those issues can be solved for free. You have to learn where they are, because they don't advertise. So let me try to help you. I'll be here for probably at least 15 years. Man, I feel better today than ever. I'm starting to do a little more stretching in the morning, and besides walking 6, 7, 8 miles. And actually, I usually drink a glass of wine or two, and maybe I'm going to cut that out. I don't know if that really, it's really, at my age, it's not muscles, it's not bones. That works well. It's the brain, and that balance and stuff like that. That's why I'm not running or even walking fast. Because I can't react as quickly. And the more cause of accidents. I'm just an accident waiting to happen. I gotta slow down. See you soon. Oh, don't forget, the website for this free one, it's www.lesgo.com/free training. And for Let's Go Help, it's letsgohelp.com. And for the $5 reports, it's letsgoreports.com. Soon, I'm working now on Let's Go Clothes. That's gonna be fun, at least for me. I don't know anybody else. Take care.